Alright, hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are leaving World War II and heading to the modern age, where I'm going to be flying an FA-18 Hornet and engaging enemy forces above the state of Georgia. Not the state from the United States, but the area on the east side of the Black Sea. Let's go. Now this is a different game than the one I was doing before. This is DCS, Digital Combat Simulator. So right now I'm in the FA-18 Hornet on the John C. Stennis, getting ready to take off and head for the Georgian coast. And this game, the entire cockpit is interactable. Luckily everything's already started up for me. I'm just going to run a couple of checks. Turn on a couple of systems. Alright, and we are good to go. Throttle up at half.
Spike, close plug.
And light the candle.
Spike, close plug.
Looks like I'm equipped with some AIM 7s and 2 Sidewinders. Looks like I've also got some fuel tanks with me.
Wheels up.
So this ought to be a fun adventure. Now with the way these missiles work, the higher and faster I am, the better. And if you'll look, you'll see that our naval escort is already engaging the enemy, launching off a barrage of missiles. So I'm going to go ahead and start turning towards the coast. Keep an eye on my fuel. I'm going to want to come off afterburner once I'm out of fuel in my fuel tank. Man, look at those go. Holy cow. Now it looks like we got 2 other ships up there. 4 others. Sorry. So I try and get up there and help them. Turn on data link in case we got an AWACS up here. Sure.
Spike, 1 o'clock.
FF is on. Okay, there's data link is coming active now. Good, good. Swap to my situational awareness screen. Nothing within 40 nautical miles. Lower my angle of attack now so I don't fall out of the sky. Looks like I'm running out of fuel in those tanks. I'm at Angel's 33, so this is a great cruising altitude. Looks like I got bandits to the south, kind of behind me a little bit actually. So I'm going to turn to intercept. There are 1, 2, 3. Have I got my wingman? Yeah, there he is. Okay. Well, that's good. Don't want to get caught out without him. Yeah, they've turned hot towards me. They're within 40 according to SA. There they are on radar. Alright, let's lock them up. Okay, got a hard lock. Let's start increasing my speed. Now, unlike AIM-120s, which are AMRAMs that can be handed off target information, I actually have to maintain the lock.
Contact bearing 118.30.
So I'm going to try and...
Contact bearing 116.35.
You can kind of see him there on my HUD, that triangle, that's where he is.
Contact bearing
Because I've got him hard locked,
0.80.
my radar is blind to other threats, which is not great for me. But luckily my SA page
Contact bearing 122.28.
shows me that he's got at least a couple of buddies with him.
Contact bearing 122.28.
Looks like the destroyer's already
Contact
engaged.
bearing 121.28. Contact bearing 120.27.
Slow down a bit. They're starting to appear. Unlike these World War II planes that I've flew before, there's a lot more sophisticated systems in these planes.
Right, 10 o'clock.
Let's hope I do them justice. Looks like they're dodging out of some of those missiles. Oh crap. Come on. Fox 1. Got loft. Breaking off. Turning to the next target. Fox 1. Come on, give me a lock. Give me a lock. Oh, I've been fired on. Oh boy.
Tally Bandit, 12 o'clock.
Well, that was exciting, but not altogether successful. Alright, let's try that again. So what you saw there at the very end was I saw him launch a Sidewinder at me. I got way too close. But I probably became a little target blind there. So let's go ahead and try it again. Alright, here we go. Second try. Data link on early. We're going to swap to the SA page right now. Okay, that's looking good. Let's set bingo fuel. Now, bingo fuel is basically a warning. My plane will let me know when I'm low on fuel. Alright. Wingman's ready, and you know what? This time, let's make it just a little bit special. I'm actually going to keep the same loadout that they gave me for this mission. But I'm going to go ahead
Request rearming.
and take my custom paint skin, just like I had for the P-38. Comic Sans flies in the modern day too, on the FA-18 Hornet. There's actually a couple other planes I've given this to, but you know, it's this one and the 38 are the ones that I've spent the most time on. So we're gonna just double check all our systems. Seems everything is ready to go. Got that destroyer off in the distance, and friendly combat air patrol have already engaged the enemy. Oh, those are missiles they're launching. Of course they are. Ah.
Rearming complete.
Good luck, boys. Throttle to half, and light the candle. Alright, we've got bandits in the air. They are bandits, not bogies. Bogey would be if I didn't know what they were. Well, they lost them on data link, so let's try and get that altitude again, because I did have a really good approach.
Rolling.
I just need to make sure that I actually survive this time. Bandits are on. I actually kind of like how I approached there from the last time too. I'm going to try the same thing. Nice thing about these modern aircraft is there's a little bit less just down travel time, so I don't feel like I have to skip anything. One of these days I'll probably post a video, a World War II video, where it's just the whole thing, and I'll try and keep you invested just by talking about something, but until then, luckily, there's plenty of action to see. So once again, that destroyer is launching just missile after missile of whatever's up there. I don't see anything on data link, so I am curious. Let's get the master arm on and get our AIM-7s ready. Now, these AIM-7s are short-range radar-guided missiles that require an active lock, and you know what? I said that, but I treated them like AIM-120s. I launched one against an enemy, and then immediately turned my nose away and broke radar lock. So that missile I launched probably didn't do a darn thing. I'm used to ground pounding. I'm used to ground attack, both in World War II and in modern times. That's my favorite thing to do, is ground attack. And I just love it. It's my favorite thing. So doing some of this air-to-air combat is still a ton of fun. I'm just not as used to it, so you're gonna have to forgive me as I make some mistakes. I love seeing those smoke trails. Let me zoom in, see if you guys can get a good shot of that. Oh, that looks so great. I need to start focusing on the enemy now, so I can see them on situational awareness. I'm going to start lowering down. We're going to go to Angels 30 this time. So a little bit lower. There is Angels 31. Cut back to mill power. And I'm going to keep myself in a slow, steady right-hand turn here. And I've dropped my situational awareness page back to 40 nautical miles. That's about the range of my AMRAAMs. So, especially because those bad guys are just about up here on it, even though I don't have AMRAAMs, it's kind of the range I like to keep it. It just gives me a great idea of knowing what active threats are right there, right easily ready to engage me. And you know what? They're already starting to show up on radar. That's great. Let's try and lock up the lead ship. Soft lock, now trying to get a hard lock. Come on. There we go. No? Maybe. No, I didn't get it. Turn on my headset mounted display again before I forget. Here we go.
Contact bearing 111.35.
Got a lock. So
Contact bearing 109.35.
A MiG-29.
Contact bearing 110.35.
Dodge my AIM-7s. Okay, so now I know I'm going up against 4 planes. I'm going to try and hit it a little bit different.
Contact bearing
It's just me and my wingman here. You know, I bet you if I fly parallel like this, I don't want to fly so far off that I lose the lock. There we go. So now they have to be going defensive now. I'm going to turn back towards them, and I'm going to see if I can pounce on them. What's the range? 19? So if I stay up here, I'm actually fairly safe. They won't really be able to hit me. So I can just wait until the range of my aims. Yep, there you are. You can see them through the cockpit. And I'm just keeping an eye on my radar, making sure I'm not going beyond the limits.
Spike, 10 o'clock. 2, spike, 10 o'clock.
Get ready. Okay, let's roll in on him. Alright, come on. Oh, shoot, I lost the lock. Oh, shoot, that's not good. Okay, here we go, Fox 1. Keep my nose on him. Come on. Oh, one of the destroyer's missiles. Threat explosion. Yep, splash 1, okay. I'm gonna just let my missile go. Fox 2! Breaking off. Got it! Fox 1! Oh, shoot, they're close enough to engage our ships. Is that 2 I got? Damage, destroyed. Okay, good. Keep a lock, keep a lock, keep a lock. Fox 1! Oh, the destroyer splashed him.
2, contact bearing 248.11.
Fox 2!
Altitude. Altitude.
Fox 1. Splash!
2, Tally Bandit, 12 o'clock.
And he's down in the water. Just like I was last time. Alright, that was way more successful. I'm still getting spiked though. Where's the bandit? Oh, is that just remnants, I think? Alright, SA's looking clear. Short but sweet. Great interception. Let's check this out. I've got 2 AIM 7s left. Got 1 bandit over the mainland. And that's it. Alright, let's head home. I'm going to get ready for a carrier landing, which, to be quite frank, I am not great at. I very well could just biff it and lose it all here. So I'm actually going to clean up my HUD. Okay, so you heard me calling out the different Foxes. If you didn't know, Fox 1 is for, I believe, passive radar-guided missile. Sorry, I'm getting the words mixed up. A Fox 1 is a missile that is guided by the aircraft. The information is handed off from the aircraft to the missile, and the aircraft kind of has to guide the missile in. A Fox 2 is a heat-seeking missile, so Sidewinders. It's fire and forget. As soon as you have tone, so you kind of heard that growl when I swapped to those missiles and I called out Fox 2. As soon as I have tone like that, I can fire, forget, and the only downside to a Fox 2 is they've only got a range of about 5 nautical miles or so. Obviously, it all kind of depends on, you know, how high you are, how fast you're going, how high they are, how fast they're going. But 5 is kind of a nice, you know, average range. And then Fox 3s, which aren't in this mission, are AMRAAMs that are, they're not exactly fire and forget, but at a certain point, the information is handed over to the missile and they can keep tracking the target on their own. Obviously, Fox 3s are ideal. I didn't have any for this mission because it's simulating stuff in the 80s. I'm not sure the development of Fox 3s is stuff I want to learn. If you know anything about it, feel free to mention it in the comments. I'd love to learn more about these planes. I'm actually fairly new into simulations. I've only been flying for less than a year at this point, really. So, any information you guys would like to share with me, I'd be more than happy to hear it and learn with you. And yeah, I made a good choice coming back in. So it's going to be a little bit slower. I'm obviously slowing down. Let's go ahead and I'm going to duplicate my HUD. My left MFD.
Altitude.
Turn
Altitude.
off master arm. Just had my altitude warning. Approach is good. Got eyes on the carrier. Okay. Call this Dennis.
303 inbound. 303. Fly heading 243. 414. QFE 29.93. Runway 28 to pattern altitude.
Okay, pattern altitude is gonna be at about 2,000 feet off the ground. Descending at a fairly good rate. Let's get the arresting hook down. I don't want to forget that later. So if any of you are experienced in watching this, again, you're gonna have to forgive me.
Cleared for visual. Contact tower. 303. Request landing.
Not great at it. I'm also not using a lot of the tools that are available to me, unfortunately. I'm a bit of a klutz.
Request landing.
Oh, hey! Hello, buddy! Oh, look at that! Look at my wingman flying just such gorgeously tight formation with me. I am way too high, way too close, or way, yeah. We'll see if I can save it. I can hear the voices of 1,000 people that know what they're doing crying out in terror. And if anyone's curious, yes, I've done the tutorials and everything. I do not fly the F-18 very often. I certainly don't fly it on carriers very often. So again, you're gonna have to forgive me. Oh, I'm coming in way too fast. Oh, this is not good. Alright, I'm gonna have to wave off and try again. Get a little bit more distance from the carrier. I've got a lot less speed now. I'll watch my altitude carefully. I don't want to biff it. Again, a lot of apologies to those of you that know what you're doing. Well, that's okay. I don't care. I'm having a ton of fun here. I get to play around with a multi-million-dollar toy virtually, and I couldn't be more happy. I know it's nothing like the real thing, and I am happy to just be a silly gamer. Oh, here comes my buddy again. I've actually thought about becoming a real pilot, but you know what? I just don't have that kind of cash flow. Nope, if I was going to become a pilot, I'd have to make a career out of it. What with how much it costs. Okay, so that E-bracket that appears is to help guide me into an appropriate angle of attack. The angle of attack is the way my plane is pointing relative to the ground. So when my direction indicator, which is the circle with the T intersecting it, is inside the E bracket, then I am within a good angle of attack for landing. So you'll notice my angle of attack is actually low here. Okay, so I actually need to pull my nose up a bit and increase my speed because I want my direction indicator to stay on the aircraft, but I want my E bracket to be on my direction indicator. So you're flying the E, trying to make sure they work, trying to make sure you don't die, and then you slam the baby on top of the deck, and you're aiming for the third wire. Oh, and I am just doing so poorly. Yep. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to when I actually do this properly, so I'll see you then. Alright, well, I hit the first wire, which means I landed way too early, so... But you know what? I will take it. I'm alive. My wingman is alive. Between us and the destroyer, which, let's be honest, the destroyer probably got most of them, but we shot down 4 enemy planes. So, a fairly good success here. I hope you enjoyed joining me on this fun little adventure. Again, if you have anything to say, please feel free to do so, and I will talk to you guys next time.